Hello, friends. Welcome back to ESA Winter 21. I just want to quickly re-emphasize we are raising money for Alzheimer Fonden. Links for that can be found below the stream. Also, quickly want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Koei Tecmo, which just released their newest game, Neo 2, the complete edition. Check it out. Also, Twitch and ViewSonic. And now it is time for the next run. I am very hyped for this. We got The Messenger, one of my favorite indie games of all time, by Grondious. Show us how to deliver a message, buddy.
Hey, thanks for the intro. Yeah, I'm very excited to be an overly hyped mailman for you all today. Speedrunning The Messenger, fantastic game, indie game, as he said, retro style platformer, released in 2018 by Sabotage Studios. And joining me as my co-commentators, I've got Minus, the sole developer of the randomizer for this game, and the proud owner of two lovely St. Bernards. Minus, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. My pups are feeling the same way. Maybe a little hungry too. Very excited.
Awesome, awesome. Then next up, we have a great speedrunner and even greater kazoo player. The man with an afro so glorious that we've named multiple strats in this game after it. Welcome in, Mr. Fruity Waffles.
Thank you very much for that glorious intro.
All right, so I believe we're ready. So I'm going to double check in. Is this the name that won? We had a donation incentive for the name.
Mm-hmm. One quick last refresh just to be doubly sure.
Okay.
Yeah, winner is with $50 Wedgie, I believe.
Ouija maybe?
Ouija? Yeah, second place would have been Jimbo with 40.
All right, well, let's do it. I'm going to give a countdown here. So I'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And we are off. So first up, we're going to be in the Ninja Village. Normally, you'd just be learning about the basic mechanics of the game, the cloud step, allowing you to hit something in the air, gaining this cloud step, and being able to jump again. But today, we're doing New Game Plus. So Midas, maybe you could tell people what New Game Plus entails.
So essentially, you're looking at us playing back through the game, but with all the upgrades already available to us. And so what you're going to be seeing in this run is a lot of what you'd have at the end of like a 100% run, but we're going to run through the game from the beginning with it. So what that brings us is rope darting much earlier in the game, windmill shurikens, which is a huge thing. You'll get to see a lot of interesting strats with those, as well as Demon Strike, which is a kind of one of the final upgrades, which allows your first hit after a while to do triple damage. So we'll get to see quite a lot of interesting strats with New Game Plus.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got the Western hero coming in here, going to be giving us the message that we're supposed to deliver. And yeah, we'll be getting right into Autumn Hills.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore in this game. We will be covering none of it for your viewing pleasure. This is an amazing game, and I highly recommend if you find any interest before or after this run, go check it out, because it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, this game's an absolute gem. Great soundtrack, hilarious dialogue, fun gameplay. If you haven't already checked it out, please.
All right, Freddie. Go ahead.
I think it's actually on sale for 50% off on Steam. I may be wrong on that, but just saying. Anyways, we're getting into Autumn Hills. Let's go.
So, Freddie, let's talk. So we're now started. New Game Plus, we're going in early stages. The only thing to really worry about is you can tell the time shards at the top are red, I think until about 50 shards, because Corbel will take your shards up front instead of after the fact in New Game Plus. And if you can't afford it, your game is over.
Corbel's a homie, but costs a little bit of money.
That's right. That's right. He does save our life, and for that we thank him. So we're going to come through here. Now, we're popping in here to pick up the windmill shurikens, and that's going to be one of our few visits to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Freddie, you and I talked a little bit before the run about our first level that you really start moving here, Autumn Hills, affectionately referred to as Reset Hills. It's the level that you'll probably see the most in your runs, and it's probably the music that you will hear the most in your runs.
Yep.
So we had chatted quite a bit about it. We all have our favorite songs in the game. A lot of them are bangers. This one will get stuck in your head, and so it's so good that it's so good.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, coming up here, I'm going to be showing off one of the mini upgrades that we have, the Water Boost. we'll be making use of that in a very interesting way. Hopefully, I could do one of the hardest tricks in the entire run coming up. We'll see.
Yeah, we've got a fun one. Basically, you see the water dash happening, and you can jump out of the top of the water and maintain that water dash speed. So we're going to be trying to carry that through quite a few rooms.
All right, it's going to come up here. Gron's going to set up for it.
Looking good.
Oh, not
Oh,
quite.
so close.
I'm gonna give it
Okay.
another.
You can do it? Okay.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
said-
yeah.
he said he's
We
gonna
gotta
do it
go
one
back.
more
We gotta
time.
go back.
To try to save the time for it. So, so bear with us. He's going to set it up again so that you can see this trick. You're going to see him do something shady. This is a New Game Plus, no out-of-bounds run. Ignore what's happening right now.
Yeah, just
everyone
look away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone look away.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
If you
Okay,
pay the
good.
right people, they let you buy with that kind of stuff.
Down 2. Ooh.
Oh, we might be making it.
There
All right,
we go.
there
I
we
cannot
go.
believe. Oh my, that
Oh,
trick.
okay.
That trick every time.
Oh, so much fun.
So that is called the Ultra Steel. This run starts off with easily, I would say, the hardest trick in the entire run right there. I really wanted to show that off for the marathon because it's the reason I started playing this category. I just was floored when I first saw that that was even possible to carry your momentum for that long through that many screens. It's really crazy.
And it saves so much time on this
Yeah,
level.
it does.
Yeah, it's absurd. We've got a few yeets in the game, but nothing like that one.
Nothing. So we're coming up on our first boss here. So I'm mostly a new game runner, and so a lot of the stuff that we think about running through this is the upgrades that we pick up, when we pick them up, money count, and trying to do all this stuff. New Game Plus kind of takes all of that, crumbles it into a ball, and throws it away, and makes some of these bosses like trivial. So you'll see with the use of windmill shurikens, a couple of little hops, and the smack, boss is dead in like half a cycle.
And a slide.
So much so that Grond actually takes time to kind of position himself and then rope dart at just the right time to move even closer to the door, saving a few frames.
Yeah, poor
very good
Leaf
slide.
Monster there didn't stand a chance. Even in New Game, he's kind of a pushover, but here, he just gets melted.
Yeah. Leaf Golem does a good job of showing how you want to be juggling your windmill shurikens. They just fly around endlessly unless they hit you, so you just need to do a jump and a crouch to let them fly around and hit the boss the entire time. For absurd amounts of damage.
Popping into Catacombs, talking to Necro, one of our little Phobican friends, or Phoebicans, because they are our friends. Ooh. Oh, that's a nice teleport. Okay, so let me talk about that real fast. Okay, so what you just saw wasn't any spooky magic. That was some rope darty functionality called teleporting that we have in the game. And essentially what it is that the rope dart wants to finish its animation. But you can actually throw an attack, hi Ruxin, you can actually throw an attack animation in front of you while you're rope darting, and the animation lasts for a second or two. And if the enemy dies before your rope dart finishes, while an enemy is coming on screen, the same enemy is coming on screen, the rope dart will think that's the enemy you want to finish on, and will actually finish your animation there, and will fly incredibly quickly to it. Teleporter kind of being a misnomer, because you're not actually teleporting, you're just moving insanely fast.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of looks like the stream just skips. I've heard people say that, but yeah, you're just moving very, very fast.
Yeah, and you actually have to wait for a platform to move in that first room, so that's a perfect example of it not actually being a teleport. It just moves you forward really quickly.
Yeah, if there's something in the way, you'll smack against it instead. Yeah. Teleporting is one of the many tricks. Oh my god, that's so good.
Really nice yeet.
Those water yeets. So good. There's so many awesome tricks that just feel great.
Yeah, New Game Plus is a great showcase of just all the amazing stuff that you can do in this game.
Oh, and then here is Badonkadonk. So, and it's actually not quite that here, but the original version of it here in New Game Plus, which is where a lot of New Game strats kind of come from. A lot of the big ones, I think. So we basically skipped a whole cutscene with Ruxin, which we're hoping he's not too mad about. And while that is actually possible in New Game these days, doing something very similar, but without the use of the rope dart or the windmill shuriken.
Yeah, it is very hard on New Game. New Game Plus makes it very easy.
So another situation, something super hype that's expected in a New Game Plus run. Like, yeah, it's normal to get. And then this Crusher skip here, no biggie.
Yeah. Again, scarier in New Game, less so in New Game Plus.
Coming up, we'll have our first major RNG point of the run. It's a 50-50 whether our buddy Ruxton here goes to the top or the lower platform. We're hoping he goes up top. This saves about 8 to 9 seconds in this category. So hi, Ruxton.
Yeah, hi, Ruxton.
Hi, Ruxton. Please don't
We
be
always
mad
say
at
hi
us.
to him, hoping that he'll go high. And he heard us.
Oh, there
Yay.
he is. Our friend. So when I was practicing, I found it really hard to juggle up there. To juggle the windmill
Yeah,
shurikens.
it's tough with the low ceiling. Now
Alright,
that
let's talk
Ruxton's
about
done, we got a fun little trick here. So normally, with the water yeets that you were seeing, you can't swim in one tile of water. But if you do a trick that we call the wet afro, named after someone, no one important, where you rope dart on the ground and then jump, you'll enter this spinny boy animation, and then when you land in the water, you'll be able to swim in the one tile water and yeet out of it, like so.
Kind of looks like this.
I like Chinese food. Chinese food is good for you. I like to eat Chinese food, and Chinese food is yummy too. If you like me too, you will bring me Chinese food because it is so yummy. Did I mention I like Chinese food?
The best song ever.
Song of our people.
Yep, the song of our people. That is right. The affectionate song of the Bamboo Boys, the Bamboo Crew, even. And official lyrics from the composer of this game, Rainbow Dragon Eyes, provided to the community.
Yeah, you have to sing it every time. It gives you a speed boost if
Yeah.
you sing it.
Don't test it. It
So
does
there's a lot of really cool things that we're gonna see in Bamboo, especially with New Game Plus. A lot of usage of the windmill shuriken. You saw a little bit of trolling with some stranger. We don't know who that is. Oh wait, here's some more wet afro.
I'll get
This
it.
one's a fun one. Really long room.
Very
you can go
cool. And then the original into skip right here, as far as I know, which is then later adapted for a new game skip as well. Oh my god,
We got our infinite jumps off. We're fine now.
Yeah, it really shows you like how much use you can get out of this windmill shuriken by the fact that it tries to follow you, and as it hits things, it gives you cloud steps, which gives me extra jumps. So you can line up some really interesting strats to just scale these rooms so quickly.
So as we're coming up to the waterfall, we'll talk a little bit about a certain donation incentive that's near and dear to our hearts right now. We have a donation incentive for this run for killing or saving. There's a red turtle in Cloud Ruins that we choose either as a community to save or kill. And in this run, I believe that his death is needed, necessary even.
How dare you?
And as we start into Grotto here, now would be a good time to pass it over to Zonorous. You have
Yeah,
any
sure.
words for us?
There's a lot of love coming in for this game.
Great to hear.
$35 from Anonymous with the simple comment, kill the turtle. We got
Oh no.
Love.
oh no. So $30 from Minos. Never heard of that guy?
I hear it's pretty cool.
Maybe. No turds are safe today.
Oh no.
We also got $100 by a certain unknown Fruity Waffles
Oh, I don't
saying
know that guy.
safe. Smiley face.
Ferdy, we can't be playing today. Not like this. Alright?
Bring
It's
it
gonna
on.
become one of those things. I'm looking to see those frames saved with a rope dart to the back of that turtle. That's what I'm telling you.
He never did anything to anyone.
Alright. We're in Howling Grotto now. It's a bunch of tight rooms and hay skips.
Yeah. There's a couple of tricks we don't have to worry about that we would in New Game. Mainly that room where we would run back and forth in. We call that the DK room. There's a tight skip involving running into saw blades that is scary.
This one is wild. Just watch what happens.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no, it wasn't in the right spot.
Okay. Okay, no big. So there was a lot of setup that went in that room, but that room has to go
Yeah.
completely perfect to work. He threw a windmill shuriken when he first entered the room, and in the time traveling down, that shuriken has continued to like swipe across the room, and it's going to make contact with, we think, a lantern about halfway through around the time you're leaving the room, and then you use that plus the momentum from the previous water yeets to clear the next room. It is insane. Everything that takes to like save a couple seconds on the previous room, which by the way has a death pit in it. So if you commit to it too much, that's a death. And
very risky stuff. There's lots of risky strats in this game where you could end up in a pit or just dying to spikes if you overcommit or mess the stuff up.
all right, this is a really fun boss that in New Game Plus, I think you get to one cycle it. We call this the counting boss. 8 hits on the core, and then a bunch of hits on the face, and then second phase 8 hits on the final core. Right there, no shoulders either, no spike shoulders, nothing. Just a lot of fantastic juggles to get us into phase 2.
Yeah, that means Gron did a very good job with his damage.
Oh, I got the spinny boy.
And that saves about 3 seconds on swag alone. Not actual seconds, swag seconds.
Yeah, we deduct time based on the amount of swag at the end of the run.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so normally in this level, in New Game, we would have gotten the wingsuit, and that's where the little jets of air come into play. And then the level after, Glacial Marsh, is where we would usually test ourselves with a wingsuit. That's how these games normally go. You get your upgrade, and then you test yourself with it, so... Got some fun strats in Quillshroom here.
So coming into Quillshroom, which, that teleport. Every teleport just makes me excited. I love all of them. And New Game Plus is another example, because you have the rope darts so early, so many opportunities for teleports. I love it. And here we enter one of the longest horizontal rooms, which really speaks to how interesting this stage particularly is. Lots of long horizontal rooms, and that just beg for just long strings of strats to continue moving and going forward. Whether you're playing New Game or New Game Plus, it's interesting.
And here it's really nice having the rope dart. As you can see, I'm using it a lot, the kind of grappling hook type weapon. And that's kind of what we say is rope dart everything. We tell every new messenger runner that because it saves so much time to be just making a lot of use of that.
Another quick teleport.
That's an interesting teleport right there. That's an interesting teleport because you can see how janky it can be, where they actually didn't teleport straight to the other enemy. I think it's because of the horizontal difference, and they actually make contact just below the lantern before it. Really interesting. So we're coming through a lot of these levels kind of show the design as it came into the game. You can tell just from a runner how these levels kind of design themselves in this linear portion of, hey, here is a new thing, and then here is a level and a half or so of let's like really expand on this new thing you got. So in our runs, this is kind of our wingsuit level where we're doing it plus the down attack that we get to try to keep our forward momentum going. As opposed to the next level, which in New Game is a really big one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, coming up is a really hard quick kill that I'm going to be going for. The hardest one in the game, so I'll probably miss it, but let's see. The goal is to not get the whip attack here.
We don't want to see whips. Other than that one.
Okay, we're gonna be seeing whips. That's all good.
Today. That's all right.
Yeah, I was about 2 points off. Accidentally caught one of my shurikens there. The goal, though, is to keep those shurikens going the entire fight, but it's very tricky because I like barely caught one.
Swag.
If they touch the ninja, thanks. Then you do catch those and they stop swinging around.
Yeah,
Still a pretty fast fight.
Unfortunately, that whips attack, it's a bit of a cutscene and it loses 8 or so seconds that you just have to sit there and wallow in your shame.
Yeah, quite a few bosses, this one and the next one specifically, that have like points where they check for their death. So anytime in between, it's just damage dealing. So we'll see out here. But now we're in Searing Crags. In the New Game, a very exciting level to get because this is when the rope dart is introduced. And so you'll actually see it used a lot here, and it just speaks to the way the level is laid out and how we want to use the rope dart. You're gonna go for it here. Let's see. Oh,
Okay.
it's different. Here. Okay, so let's see here. So we got that, and with New Game Plus, it's just a lot of vertical movement. So as opposed to the last level, this one has a lot of vertical movement, which is just a different skill.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of different skills that you kind of have to get good at in this game, just from level to level, since each level kind of has its own theme of movement.
Yeah, not only does rope dart help you move faster horizontally, but it helps you climb faster.
Absolutely. And you see some of the movement that's happening that might seem super simple. The room that we just left, where you set up, you get the rope darts, and you come up to like get the height to skip like that first section of the next room. I think I practiced that for 3 hours. Nice teleport.
Yeah, that's a tricky one to get a hang of.
So, like, even simple spots, trying to do very quick, take a lot of practice.
Whew, we got through that room. That last climb there is pretty infamous for just going horribly wrong.
And now, we come up to Colossus, I think that's how it's said. And they're just a duo, a little tag team duo, another big RNG section. The attacks they're going to choose are random. And right now it's all about trying to do damage. Seuss is the green one, close to the red ones. I think Seuss has a little bit more health, and that's something that we keep a track of, but you're trying to bring them both down to 1 health. And then during their check here, when they're doing the hand clap, they're kind of checking for death at that point too. Seuss is down, and Kolos is mad about it. And yeah, so we're just keeping track on it, because you can only hit Kolos normally from the back and Seuss from the front. And then there you go, there's the death.
Yeah.
Alright.
Unfortunately, that towel whip's something you don't want to see.
Yeah, not typically.
Yeah, you can't get the 1 cycle there, so it's just adding on extra time.
Yeah, some of the patterns can troll you a bit, but it's not too big of a deal. We'll be moving on now into Glacial Peak, one of my favorite songs coming up.
Oh, shovel please. Absolutely. So Glacial Peak, and because we do these runs, this is like a minor. It's a segmented part of a run. You know, we're not doing the entire game. But this is a linear run, so we're just doing the linear portion of the game. And more so in those kind of runs, this level always stands out to me, because this is especially the level right before the end of 8-bit. But it's kind of like the level that naturally brings all of your skills together. So it's climbs, it's a lot of rope darting, it's your wingsuit, like you're doing everything here. And not only that, but it's just great music and a wonderful level. I mentioned that I feel physically cooler in my run when I'm here at this level doing it. It's just an amazing level.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got the cool tech of Crags without the stupid difficulty.
Yeah, this is kind of the level when I first saw 2C+, which has run this at ESA before. When I first saw him play this level, that was when I was like, okay, I really want to speedrun this game now. After my casual play, of course.
So good. So good. And so as we're coming through, this level is just a lot of recaps and a lot of fast rooms, so you'll see a lot of that. And as we're talking through that, I'll take another moment to remind people how important it is that red kappas don't survive this fight, like this run.
Do you care about anything, Minus? I have a question for you.
just a question, no big deal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So here was like the original teleport for 8-bit that was found, that New Game actually got to participate in. And I remember the first time we found that, Justin being our kind of teleport master for the game, and he's found so many runs, so many teleports, and so many explanations for it. So we're coming into a small cutscene here as we're about to enter one of the most brutal levels, and it follows right after one of the most coolest levels.
Yeah, the strats we're gonna. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Waffles.
I was just gonna say the strats we're gonna see here aren't too over the top, but they're very punishing.
Yeah, you could vary. This is the easiest part of the run to die in. Is this level and the next one, I would say, for New Game Plus.
Especially the way y'all run it.
Yeah, because I'm going for everything. We're going for all the world record strats.
Yeah,
I'm not backing out of anything here.
You know, if I can explain this level any better, it's just knowing that the first major trick in this level is called Hail Mary.
Yep.
Take that as you will.
Yeah, we just need to run into a laser that does 4 damage. It's not too bad.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about health. New Game Plus being a kind of safer category to run generally because of all the health that you have. This place still is scary. Those, yeah, as they said, most enemies do 1 damage, spikes do 3 damage. There's certain attacks that do 2 damage, and then lasers that are really only found here, mostly, do 4.
Yeah. And Gron felt like skipping the checkpoint because
So fast.
marathon strats are overrated.
Yeah, who
That's
needs
true.
them? You just first try the trick and then you're fine.
Easy day.
Good point.
This also offers, there's 2 things in this stage. One that I think is just native only to the stage, and one that I wish was. So it's the crystals there that you're kind of jumping through that I don't think you see too much more in the game. But the Wizrobe enemies that you kind of deal with here, not first, I think there was one in the previous stage.
Yeah, he gets a boost.
The worst enemies, honestly.
That was pretty
Yeah.
scary.
That's
There's
a
a-
scary room.
Whoa!
Please don't touch it.
Okay. I'm gonna have a
There's a
heart
couple
attack
that-
here. 1 HP. That's one of the scariest parts of the entire tower. And also this damage boost and climb here, because I'll go down to 1 HP.
Yeah, waiting for walls is overrated.
Okay.
Yep. The last HP is the most important, right?
Ah!
It's the only one that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you have 1 HP, you're fine. Just don't touch
Yeah.
any spikes.
Just don't touch spikes. Wall
Or lasers, or anything.
Really anything, yeah. Wall climbing is it can be a little jankier than you'd think when trying to like make the collisions happen and everything just the way you expect. Sometimes Ninja will just kind of flop on a wall like a fish out of water.
Yeah, let's see. Do you go for the crazy windmill here anymore? Oh, you do.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
That wheel is so scary. Because it can hit crystals and teleport you all around in places that you do not want to be.
You got a Dos Ojos?
Nah,
Oh, not
he's
quite.
speed.
Only 1 Ojos.
With in New Game Plus, it's less scary because you come
Yeah.
out of there with more health. So
Yeah.
that Wizard room is the one that I typically fear most in New Game. And New Game Plus, I actually fear that cycle room from before more,
Right.
and would take it slower. Okay.
All right, about to
And-
go into the final climb here. Heading to the last spots of the 8-bit segment of the game, the Arcane Golem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about this because you're going to see it in action here, and probably you've seen it in some of the other bosses. But another thing Rope Dart gets you is iframes, and quite a lot of them during its animation. And we're going to abuse that heavily, specifically in this fight, to stay as close to the boss as possible, and continuously do damage.
Yeah, hopefully we get a quick kill here, and don't get clapped away too hard, because this guy does not like you being up there. He really tries to get you out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, clap on, clap off.
Hopefully not too bad, though.
Yeah, so those that kind of arcane necklace around him is supposed to damage you, and sometimes it does, but when you're in the animation, it's good. And there you go, that's the boss. If we were doing an 8-bit run, we would call time here, we'd be done. And we would thank you for your time and all showing up and helping us, but we're not, because this is linear, so we're going to keep going.
And we'll pass it over to you, Zonarus, if you have something for us.
I sure do. There's still a few left from earlier. So we got $20 here from Dream Hazard saying, "Let's go Bamboo Boys," from the head girl DH. Also, quickly while we're at it,
Love you, Dream Hazard.
Bamboo Creek, best song in this game. Prove me wrong. Donate. Tell me why. Also, $50 from Rosa saying, "Love the runs. Everyone keep doing your best and let's make Kraden angry," referring to the Golden Sun run later in the week. And one more thing real quick. So, guys, claps to you in chat because we surpassed our total amount that we raised at ESA together last year between spring and summer of a total of 12,344. So nice, guys. Good job.
Very nice.
That is exciting.
That's fantastic.
Great job, all of you. Thank you so much coming out and helping with this wonderful cause.
Yes, super cool. The next milestone would be surpassing the Corona relief we had also last year at 25,238. Let's make it happen, guys. I believe in you. You guys are super cool.
I believe 100%.
So a
Now
lot's happened.
Yeah. Catch him up.
Okay, so a lot's happened. We did a lot during that cutscene that happened. We added about 8 more bits, a couple more lines for audio here, and have traveled into the future. We even got ourselves a really neat hat.
It's a very, very nice hat.
Yeah,
Very good hat. I was actually hoping I could find a place to buy this exact hat, but
you'll have to ask ask Turtle Wax. I don't know where he got his.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, Manfred.
Hey, we got a friend.
We do
Hello.
have a friend. This is Manfred, the boss of the level, and he's going to come through here and just try to say hi to us. He's hanging out red, just kind of like the red Kappa that we don't like, and that I would like stabbed in the back if necessary. That'd be nice.
And who needs to see?
There you go. So Gron's showing that those are those really long rooms that you can get in front of the camera on. So there is some time saved to be had there. Something to note as we're going through here, because there's going to be a lot of stuff to say. We're going to be coming up on cutting off the incentive at the beginning of the next Ruxton run, which should be in about a minute or so. So if you're looking to prove me wrong about killing that poor defenseless Kappa, make sure to get your donations in for it.
Yeah, save or kill the turtle.
You mean
Get
save
those
the
donations in before very soon.
Yep.
That was a little bit scary, but we're good. That is
Oh, no.
unfortunate.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
Nope, nothing happened.
Wait, if you never unpause it, he'll always live.
That's true. That's true. Unfortunately,
True.
that ghost was supposed to move down a little bit more, but he decided not to. So it was not in position that I could rope dart it. This is probably one of the riskiest rooms in the entire thing.
I mentioned it a
So-
time or two. It's the original, like, Shovel Please for the runners that were coming in. It's a great soundtrack, really cool vibe,
Yeah.
and probably my least favorite level. And I know that that's not everyone's opinion, but it's my least favorite level because I'm so bad at it. There's so many death pits.
It's probably the hardest level on the run, I would say. It's
Yeah.
really brutal.
Some brutal levels, some brutal spots in there, and and the boss, especially in
Oh.
New Game,
As much
is
as I
kind of like a
like-
gatekeep for linear.
Yeah,
And
as
then
much
you-
as I like Manfred, the boss fight is really dumb.
Yeah, there's a really finicky trick that saves a ton of time. I'll be trying to do another off-screen section here using the sound of my slashes to be able to time my jumps and movement. So we'll see if I can keep from dying off screen here.
right.
Was this our cutoff point? I forget.
We're coming to second Manfred now, so as we're leaving here...
Oh!
Oh, hang on!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I
Okay,
distract
okay.
you?
If you were
No,
curious
no,
what
that's
death
fine.
looked like in New Game Plus, that's it. Corbel is
Yeah,
off
he
screen
ate some
right now,
shards.
eating some shards so that we're allowed to continue playing.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a tiny bit of audio delay, so I probably should not do the off-screen thing.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, so yeah, as we are coming through right now to the end of it, I'd probably say as we're ending the room, we'll want to cut off the incentive, let the stuff roll in. At the beginning of the next run, which would be the final Manfred chase, is when we're going to need to know the incentive so we know what to do.
Yeah.
So we'll be cutting it off here in a few short seconds. So if you have any last-minute killers like I did, better get in there.
Hope you put up enough.
I don't know. I don't know now. I'm a little scared. All right, so we'll be cutting it off now. We'll be asking for it in about a minute or so.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
wasn't an intentional hit. You can beat that last crusher, but it's a very tight window.
Yeah, you need perfect movements. If anything goes wrong, you just back out of it.
Yeah,
right
we call
away.
it the Vlack special,
Working
after
at
the legend
car
himself,
wash.
Vlack.
All right, the turtle is soon. The infamous
go.
red turtle. So what's the incentive at? This will be the cutoff.
Yeah, so we raised quite a lot of money just for this incentive alone. And the winner is, drum roll, we're saving.
Yay!
Turtle.
You
Look at him,
live
he's a
today.
nice friendly boy.
You
Look
live
at-
today.
Couldn't kill the turtle on Valentine's Day, right?
Oh, that's so true. It's all
right.
love here today.
Goodbye, friends.
See you
Bye,
later, buddy.
Yeah,
He does
comes over.
actually survive, by the way. He ends up in Coolshroom Marsh, as the developers have confirmed.
That is canon.
It is canon, 100%.
Yeah. So
Since
our
we were-
lovable buddy will live on in our hearts.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
Not mine so much, but
Yeah, next up is our boy Manfred. We get to fight him now. He got tired of chasing us, so...
We'll see if I
Let's
can get the
see.
glitch. This is the
This
super
fight.
finicky glitch I was talking about.
yeah. So
Go.
we're gonna see what we're going for here. Some precise setup.
And I got
Yay!
it.
Beautiful! I can't believe
Let's
how
go.
fast that is.
Oh my goodness.
In New Game Plus, that boss.
All right.
Gron, so you explained it really well when we had talked about it off stream, but the amount of damage that boss takes during that glitch.
It's insane. Yeah, the windmill shurikens, because you basically get him glitched out into a spinning state, and as your windmill shurikens are passing through him, it's hitting him multiple times because he's spinning very rapidly back into them. And that boss normally takes way, way, way longer. That glitch saves a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
And
It's a really finicky glitch.
yeah.
It absolutely sucks.
In New Game, you don't have windmill shuriken, so you kind of almost rely on that for a fast win. Otherwise, you need to practice your juggling of the boss, which is something we don't even need to get into here. But check out New Game runs if you want to see what that looks like, because that makes that boss a huge kind of gatekeeper for like this section of the run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So many runs die there.
Oh no. I know this room.
We are in the final stage right now. We're kind of coming near the end here. We expect the run to end in the next few minutes. So we're coming through, kind of showing off Tabby, which we didn't get to talk about too much, can run on lava like that. Not the fast flowy Fanta though. That's too hot to drink.
Yeah.
So, but this level's really neat, kind of a neat ender for the linear run. It's short, it's sweet,
Yeah.
and it's fun.
Got an absolutely amazing song too.
Yeah. It's a real nice throwback too, because this is the song that was playing at the beginning in Ninja Village in 8-bit is now replaying in 16-bit for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, it took me way too long to realize that was the 8-bit Underworld theme.
That beat right there
Nice.
gets me. I just love it in 16.
Really nice yeet from the rope dart hook. There's one that we would see in any percent where you get to go through like 5 rooms with it, but not today.
Not today.
We have
Not
to basically
today,
call this room
Parmesan.
the Toxic Tower room, because normally there's this lava, or the Fanta as you put it, that's chasing you up this room. But we're not going to see it at all because we're going really fast. It is one of the harder screens in this level to go
Yeah.
fast in.
It's just a huge vertical level. I was joking about it because during some of the rando research, I was sitting in that room and the Fanta killed me. And I forgot that it rised.
Us
was like,
speedsters
oh, no.
forget it's even there. Yeah, there's some more.
All right.
So we're coming
and-
down to the final descent right here.
Yeah, final boss of this run coming up.
All right, so time's going to be coming up soon. The boss doesn't take too long. It is a big boss, but the time will be on final hit.
We're gonna try to lure him into the corner here to smack him a lot, and let's see. Looks pretty
Oh, that was
nice.
close.
Yeah, this
Ooh,
boss
yeah.
doesn't have too much RNG, but those heads positions are RNG. So it's just reacting.
Yeah, a bit of a weird position too.
And
nice.
time.
Very good.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Very good.
GG.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that quick kill there at the end is really tricky because right after that moment, he like goes into this long animation and you lose like 15 seconds. It's pretty rough, but
Yeah.
Yeah. And you come within a second or two of that trigger.
and look, we made a new friend.
Manfred,
Yeah.
just in time for Valentine's Day. So romantic.
Yeah. Here's the cat jam time. This song is amazing.
So good.
And that's it. If we were doing any percent, this is where it kind of continues on the second quest, as it were, the Metroidvania-ish portion of the game. But that is a run for another time.
Yep, that I'm very happy how that run went overall. I think just a couple, well, one reset to death, 2 resets if you count the Ultra Steel, but at least got to show off some really cool tricks. That's because New Game Plus has never been at a marathon to my knowledge, so I really wanted to show you some of the wild movement that this category offers. And yeah, I had a great time. Fruity Waffles Minus, thank you so much for joining me on commentary. It was an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. It was an honor to be here.
It was wonderful. Thank you so much, and thank you, ESA, for having us and putting all this on for such a wonderful cause and having my favorite game to talk about for a little over half an hour. So I hope the rest of it goes well and hope you all are safe and wonderful.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
So before I let you go, there's a few things I need to still read out here because there's a few big ones here.
Oh,
I know we had a lot of fun here, but here is one serious donation. Red Maggie Clomas, I believe, $25 saying, Both of my grandmothers had Alzheimer's disease towards the end of their lives. It is a horrific disease that strips away the person and leaves a shell. I am donating to hopefully find a cure to this so others won't have to experience it, as the individual or the family around them. Thank you very much for your donation. We appreciate it. And we got some big ones here. So we got Fruity Waffles with $200.
Oh my goodness.
That's why you beat me.
Saying Kappas deserve to live. We don't need frames. And we got 150 from Minus saying Turks do not live here. And then we got another $250 from a certain Fruity Waffles.
Oh my
Fruity!
Saying no snipe.
Fruity, you killed me! You got me! You got me with the anti-snipe.
Got him.
And to quickly round it out, we got $5 from Crossroads saying, good luck against Phantom, King Dice, and the Devil. Grondious.
Yeah, they're coming up next.
I know you got this. Also, I don't know what this game is. Happy Valentine's Day to my favorite streamer, Fruity Waffles.
Oh.
Yeah, guys, thank you very, very much for this super entertaining run. Thanks, everybody, for raising this much money for the turtle memes. It's highly appreciated. If you enjoyed this game, please stay here, because the next game is also one of my favorite games. It's Katana Zero. Ooh. It's also a super stellar game. So we will head into a quick intermission, and we will be right back after a few minutes. So stay here, stay cool, and yeah, be right back.